Hola. We're going to work on a Ballotine today. There's the whole uniform gimmick. There you go. Thermometer. All the good stuff. Got the chicken breast skinned. I went ahead and skinned the 2 pieces of thighs. I've stashed them back in the refrigerator. We've got our spices. I went ahead and kept the heavy cream in here just because of the pourability of it. Egg whites. I've got an egg backed up, but I don't think that I'm gonna need. Where you go? Second egg. I just wanted to have it handy in case. And then I've got my school supplies. Handy dandy toy. Hopefully it's a great toy. So I'm gonna go ahead and see what we can do here. I think this might work. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and cut up. Get this stuff out of the way. I'll be right back. I gotta plug the mixer in. Oh, it has suction. That's fun. Well, that's good. Alright, we'll leave it as is. Cut the chicken down into little chunks so it breaks up nicely. I will be getting cutting boards with rubber feet when I'm having in the kitchen because this thing is obnoxious and I will just give it to somebody. All of my little colorful slide all over the table cutting boards. Got time for that. Alright. I'm going to put the chicken in and oh my goodness. Can I just say I'm freaking out because I'm using a plastic food processor. This thing is going to get like sterilized in a sick way. So there's that. Out of the way. Out of the way. I am now going to figure out how to work this thing. Nope, that's not sealed. Okay, there it is. Let's come over here and gonna figure out how to use it. On? That's a good idea. Turn it on. And I think maybe smoothie. It does dough and smoothie. I don't know. I've never had something like this. But it looks like a good brand, not Hamilton Beach, and sorry. Stop. My nieces and nephews are coming from afar to check out this device making so much noise. I'm just going to scrape it down the sides. I think that it's smooth enough to do the but I'm going to give it another whirl before I put the egg in because I feel like it could be smoother. So has way cooler toys. Gotta wash my hands. I had to itch. Okay, fresh gloves, washed hands. I'm going to now pulse in the egg. So the hard part is that it's such a small amount and such a large container that, yeah, but we're going to work it out. It's going to be great. I have confidence. I'm going to go ahead and add the spices now. Okay, let's see how much time it is. Just the whole amount is spinning up the sides, but it's fine. We'll figure it out. Confidence. Confidence. I have a hole.
I don't love
Junior chefs. My oldest sat with me the entire Ballotine video and watched it and held the recipe, examining it closely in her hands. I felt so proud. Again, faced with the issue of having a small amount in a large container, but it's okay. I'm back. Okay, so I have pounded out so that it's basically even all the way through, so it doesn't cook less or more in an area. I put my Mussolini, which seems to have a nice smooth but pasty texture, on an ice bath. I've prepped for garnish onions, fresh ginger, carrots with a little bit of parsley and oregano, and I put it in the spice bowl that I had for my mise en place so that it would pick up whatever spices are left behind in the bowl. Right. So now I'm going to go ahead and hopefully I can get this to where you can see it all right. And because I have a narrow roll of aluminum foil, I went ahead and went one this way and one this way so that I could cover the ends first and then roll it up to keep it nice and sealed. And because I massacred my thighs in the fabrication phase, what I did was I took the one piece to fill in any holes and then kind of pulled them together so that when I mashed it up it would fill in any of those gaps. So we'll see how that turns out in a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and just gently stuff with the Mussolini. I think given the fact that the thighs were pretty broken up, the thigh leg portions were pretty broken up, I'm not going to go too much. I'm going to play it safe. I think that this is a safe amount, and we'll see how it turns out. Go ahead and get rid of that thing. trying to keep like a trash bowl on the counter just because the little ones like to explore. So then I stash stuff on the counter. I don't think I should have all of that. That's a nice color. It's probably hard to see with the white background, but it's a good color. I think I'm going to use the rest of that for a dinner that I'm making tonight for my family before I fly to my future home tonight. Okay, got the cheesecloth going on. I'm just going to kind of use the same technique that I use when I'm doing a wrap, because I tend to get some pretty good looking wraps. I've got a good fold there. It looks like it filled in the holes really nicely. So I'm going to go ahead and keep going with that. Nice and gently. It's nice and even. Once I get it rolled up, before I wrap it in the foil, I will try to give you a better picture of how even it is. Can you see it? I think it feels really nice. Given how beat up those things were, I feel good about this. I love the opportunity to correct mistakes and see a good looking finished product despite the mistakes. I'm just going to go in because I felt like that was going to be a better seal with how narrow. And since this video is cutting it, I'm going to put I also want to put an even amount of foil all the way around it. And going crosswise with two narrow pieces instead seems to help keep its form. And I think that it also may help have an even amount of foil on every side so that you don't have one part of it that stays like a little softer than others. And I could be wrong about that, but it's just a thought that I have. I tend to notice little details. So because of that idea to have the foil even all the way around, I just went all the way to the end of the foil. And I feel confident with doing that because I know that that other layer of foil is underneath. It's nice and tight. It's holding its form because it's got that other foil, so as I roll it even, it's staying in form and not crushing, and still allows me to have a nice tight. I want to get that close enough for you to see the shape. It's really solid, and it's short enough it's going to fit in a regular pot on the stove, which I have my water heated, and so I'm going to pop it in there and see how long it takes, and I'll be back with the finished product.